Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm on the back side of things today. I wanted to show you the beginning stages of starting to paint. Now, I got out my paints and I went through my tutorial that I wrote down, and I'd advise anybody that wants to start painting to find a freebie tutorial to try to learn on, and that's what I did. And I am using Annette is her name, and she is from Reborn Nursery, Miracle Babies Nursery. And she's the one I'm using. And since this is a micro preemie, I am going to use her preemie tutorial that she did. And even though she uses heat set paints, I am following along. Like, I went through this in the beginning and I probably watched it I don't know how many times, and writing it all down probably 3 times to get it right. And then I just found shades of the color that she was using, and I matched it up with my acrylic paints that I use. And so these are all of the ones that I think she uses. But I could be wrong, but this is what I got out of it, and this is what I have. Plus, I have my distilled water in this container. I have my emulsion right here that I mix. I put a drop in my mix paints so it sticks to the vinyl. I've already primed the kit with my primer, and I use FX. The emulsion and the primer are from Reborn FX. I get it off of McPherson's. And I have the big bottle, and it's lasted me a couple of years. But prices have gone up, and it comes from Canada, so you got to pay shipping. So I just opted for the little one. And depending on how many babies I do, like right now I'm not doing many, so this will last me a little bit. I still got a little bit in that bottle to use, but she's already primed, and this is my Olga, whatever her name is, that's Salia kit, which I don't like the name of. So she's primed. I'm ready to paint, and I wanted to show you the setup first. So I sorted out all my brushes to mixing brushes, to pouncing brushes, to thin brushes, liner brushes, hair brushes. I have not done hair painting yet, but I do have some things for that. I have my tweezers, so if I have to make a sponge, mottling sponge or whatever, I did make some right here. I've got my half teaspoon spoon that you mix water, the distilled water, you use that. And then, because this is a micro preemie, I am opting for all of my little brushes. And these are new brushes. I just bought these not too long ago. And this is my mixing brush to mix the paints with. I have some toothpicks. I have some Q-tips. I have my gloves. These sponges right here, and I'm going to show you sponges in just a second. These ones I use to, like when it says pounce all over the kit, this is what I use. And I rip it in half so it gets a little bit of a texture kind of feel to it. So, and I have a drying rack, so I got her posted up there. The other one I have over here, that's my test head. But these little sticks right here are for these kind of dolls, because the hole for the arms and the legs are so small that they don't usually fit on my thing. So I have 2 drying racks plus possible third 2-in-1 kind of thing that I use for that. That picture of this is Ariel right here. This is a sample head, and this is my friend's baby when he was born, because he has a double colic, and he has his coloring. So I have those posted up there. Ariel was a preemie, but you can see her hairline. You get an idea of stuff. So I do have that up on my wall. Okay, sponges. You do need some regular water tap water, whatever, to I put it in one of these bowls to clean my brushes with. You could use the distilled water also, but I use just regular water and I just wipe it really good. This is my dog pee pad. I get the large ones so I can fold it in half because you don't need a big area when you paint. So I fold it in half. So one side is for one baby and then I flip it for the other side for the next baby. Now I have a variety of sponges here. I have some sea sponges, which is what's right here. I have some sea sponges. I'm not really a big fan of these, but I may try it again because in her tutorial that I'm going to follow, she uses that. I don't know. We'll see. And these, in this case, is my sponges that I use with regular babies, you know, newborn 0 to 3 months. These are my sponges that I tend to like, what I like. I tried to make smaller holes in these, and so I tested it with colors. So these have smaller holes than these ones, and you can tell that by looking. And I have a blank one right here. And then I tried doing it on this, and that's this kind of sponge, which is these sponges. I get these sponges from my local Family Dollar, and they're $1 something. I have a whole drawer full, so I'm not going to run out anytime soon. During this crap that was going on for the last 2 years, I didn't get these, and I ran out. So every time they had them, I bought them. So now I have a drawer full. So I'm not going to run out of these anytime soon. I have a wafer, but that's for after. These are my sponges that I use to make this. These are what I use. And I believe I got these at Walmart, but I'm not sure. I've got a couple of packages of these. And they look like that, and I'll show you one up close. But this is what I use, and they're latex free. You want to use latex free ones. You don't want nothing in that's gonna not work with the kits. Like if it was latex, it was like oil and water, you know. You don't want to use that. So these are some that I've cut and used before. I have a mark. That one says newborn. And I thought I had some that said Preemie on them. And they usually will have a P on it, but I can't. I know they're in here. These are all the sponges that I've used since I started. And these are older ones, or ones that I've tried and didn't like or what have you. But I keep them just in case. And I have 2 bags of those. So these are the ones that, see, this is what the sponge looks like. It's a sponge, you know. And so I just plucked out, I'm not so sure I like the holes on this one, but, you know. So that's what they look like. But I have a bunch in here that I use. So, and you can tell I've used them. Now, typically you can throw them away if you want to, but if they work for me, I'm going to continue to use them. You just use them with the same colors, you know, that you make. So, and then this one was, I think it was sent to me in one of my things. Somebody sent me, they're not reborning anymore or didn't want to do it. So she sent me the sample kits, the paints, and this was a sponge that was in there. And this one's pretty good. It's soft. And it's got cool holes all around it. It's got different kinds of holes. So I could use this one too. You know, it's just preference for yourself what you want them to look like. So I just wanted to show you what the beginning stages looks like. I get all my paints out and figure out what I'm going to do. Now these colors that I have I'm missing one color like this that she uses, and that's because I couldn't find one that looks like it. It's just a darker version of this. So, which is fine because it's for veining, and I'm probably not going to put veins on this because when you do the modeling, with the purple and the reds, it looks like already that it has some veins. So typically I don't usually do veins. I might do them in the top of the hand, maybe. But other than that, that's it. So here is my beginning stages. So if you want to know how I start out, this is it. So, alrighty, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I'll try to help if I can. And yeah, so this is what it typically looks like. You know, I'll end up moving everything out of the way, of course, but I'll keep, you know, these are the colors I'm going to use. And then, you know, I haven't decided if I'm going to video the ongoing thing. I might, just so that everybody can see the process, and then I'll just put it all together at the end. So I might do that as I go along, because it, you know, I'll just, okay, I'm using this color and I'm done with this color. This is what it looks like, kind of thing. And I'll just keep a running thing going and make one big video and piece it together. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope that was informative for you. But any other questions, let me know, and I will talk to you again soon.